Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Sarah. And today I'm going to be showing you my Dupe eyeshadow palette collection. I already filmed this, but the lighting was really bad, so I thought I would do it when the lighting was better. So you're welcome. But first I'm going to start off with my Beauty Glazed products. And Beauty Glazed is a Chinese brand, I believe, perhaps. They might not be. I'll link their Instagram down below, but I get my Beauty Glaze stuff off of Amazon. This is the first one I'm going to show you. This is the must-have palette from Beauty Glaze. It is a dupe slash copy slash whatever you want to call it of the Morphe 39A palette from holiday last year. It's only missing, I believe, 2 or 4 shades. It has 4 shades less than the Morphe one. So that's the only difference, and obviously the quality is not as good, but it's not like the worst. Next from Beauty Glaze is my newest palette. This is the Perfect eyeshadow palette from Beauty Glazed. It is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Perfect Nudes eyeshadow palette that came out maybe 4 months ago at this point. The only difference is instead of glitter shades, it just has, I believe, extra matte shades, I believe is the difference. But this I've been using a lot. It's pretty good. But yeah, this is from Beauty Glazed. I'll have everything linked down below. I get most of mine on Amazon. Next is the Aphrodite eyeshadow palette from Bad Habit. This is one of my first dupe palettes that I purchased about a year ago now. This is a dupe for the Rose Gold palette from Huda Beauty, which is one of her first palettes. Next we have the Athena palette. This is one of my most used palettes from last year. This is the dupe for the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This shade was a shimmer shade and it fell out. And this one does have a glitter shade. So this is from Bad Habit. These are all from Bad Habit. This first is the After Hours, so this is a dupe for the like Mauve Obsessions. And we have After Dark, which is all orange tones. I'm not sure exactly what all these are called, the original Huda ones, but this is Aftershock from Bad Habit. Oh! After Party. And it's all these like cool toned browns and silver. Last for Beauty Glaze, I forgot about this one. This is the... It's just Beauty Glazed Pressed Powder eyeshadow palette. It's a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics purple palette, I think from like maybe last year, the year before that. Again, Beauty Glazed. It's one of those things where it's like I'm not actually sure where it really comes from. I just know that I've had no allergic reaction yet. Next is the Solstice palette. I got this during Christmas last year when they first launched. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Bad Habit Supernova palette. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Lila or Lila, however you want to say it. But this one's also really pretty. Next is kind of a funny one. This is the Atlantis palette from Face Candy. It is a dupe for the fake palette, the Icy Betch from Too Faced. I think it was April Fool's last year that they posted a palette and it wasn't real. People were pissed. So Face Candy made a dupe. I actually haven't really dug into this one yet, but I just thought it was really funny and a unique color story. From Face Candy is the Smoothie palette. This is a very disappointing palette of a YouTube video that I filmed but never uploaded because I was so disappointed. But this is a dupe for the White Peach palette from Too Faced. And there are a ton of reviews of these Face Candy palettes and everybody kind of has the same consensus, is that they're not that good. From CC Color called Dope, and this is a dupe of the Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette. This was one palette that I recently purchased, I think maybe within the last like 3 months, but I was actually interested in the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette just because I was like, I really enjoyed those like kind of like blushy neutral tones, but I wasn't about to buy from her. So when I found this dupe on Amazon, I was like, heck yes. This is the Natural palette from Okalan or Okalan, and it is a dupe for the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. And it's got all mattes on the bottom, all shimmers on top. Literally everything in this palette. This is one of those more like sketchy ones. That's all the names are exactly the same. The placement is exactly the same. So I think I filmed a video with this too. I don't know if I ever uploaded it or if I ever will. But I do like these. Shimmers are pretty good, but this is one of those that are like, it's kind of crossing the line. Even like the font is really, really similar to the Kat Von D stuff. This is the only Face Candy palette that I really, really like. This is the Sahara palette from Face Candy. It is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics Nice palette that came out for holiday, I think last year. But when I first saw the Kylie Cosmetics one, I wasn't really interested in them, and then Face Candy did these. This one, as well as the Amazon palette, which is a dupe for the Naughty Kylie Cosmetics palette. But this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes in my collection. It's like the perfect neutral palette for me. It's got all those nice blushy tones in there and some deeper shades. But I don't know what it was about the original palette, but this one, just with like the theming of it, I really enjoyed it more overall, and I had more inspiration. But this is the only Face Candy palette that I would like really recommend to people. I enjoy this one a lot. Last, I have all of my Anastasia dupes. First, we have Bad Habit Retro Love. This is, I did a video on this one time, like probably like close to a year ago, and I said it was just kind of okay. I take that back. If you can afford to buy the actual one, even with all those other negative reviews that it had, I'd say just get the actual Subculture instead of this one, because it's all around not good. The mattes are not good. The only shades in here that are good are these two duochrome shades. So yeah, this is a dupe for the Subculture. Next is one that's also from Beauty Glazed. It's not from Bad Habit, but this is a dupe for the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I wasn't really interested in a super duper neutral Bad Habit palette just because I'd already had the Sahara and that kind of fulfilled my needs. But I was interested in the overall color story of it, and so I actually picked this up for less than $7 from Beauty Glazed on Amazon. Next, Aura palette from Bad Habit. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Prism palette. That's what it's called. This is from holiday last year. This is one of their better formulas in my opinion. The shimmers are really good and the mattes are decently pigmented compared to like Retro Love. This is the Royals palette from Bad Habit. It is a dupe for the Modern Renaissance. The one thing I do not like about this is that since it's older, their formula was really not as good as it is today from Bad Habit, and a lot of these shades are super duper chalky and dusty and not very pigmented. But I mean, those few, like this side over, you've got some fun stuff to work with. Besides that, it's not really anything too special. Lastly is the Bad Habit Luna palette. This is my most recent Bad Habit purchase, and I think one of the last dupes I purchased. It is a dupe for the Norvina palette from Anastasia. But yeah, this one's pretty good. I use this a lot during Christmas. I really, really liked the purples and the pinks in there. Besides that, it's pretty neutral and pretty basic. That was all of my dupe palettes in my collection. The next video will be my original or more real palettes, I guess, if you want to call it that. You might like dupes, might hate dupes, you might be like, you can spend your money however you want. I'll do the second part to my eyeshadow palette collection very soon, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to like and subscribe down below, and until then I gotta go. Bye!